Screw it. And then... Alright. I gotta stop talking to myself. Alright. Alright. Yo. What's up, stinkers? What's up, stinkers? The voice is still bad, but we're gonna do a short stream, because I gotta get some things I would like to do done, but we're better. We're better. The antibiotics have been working, and, what's it called? I noticed that the reason why my cough was getting so bad, and this might sound crazy, or maybe not, it's the temperature. So down here, right? Like when I'm down here, obviously if I talk too much too, I'll start coughing. Like if someone makes me laugh, I should say. But apparently, right? Like when I'm downstairs, it's super warm, because I have my PC on. The heater's being used because we have a tenant upstairs, and whenever she uses the heat, then the heat turns down for me, or it turns up for me, I'm sorry. And when I go upstairs, the air's cold, and when that does is it triggers me to cough really bad. I haven't really gotten a lot of sleep recently, but I've been thinking a lot recently because I've had a lot of time since I can't sleep. So it's kind of a bonus, and I got a lot of work done. I've been wired for work, so at some point there's gonna be probably some heavy crash. But we'll see it. But it's, again, I'm only intending to do a short stream. No games. Just some things that I essentially want to have recorded and get off my chest. Or maybe put it on my chest. And I only expect it to take maybe 30 minutes. But we'll see. What's up, Ambrose? How you doing? I'm at work, so I'm just listening, but glad to see you feeling better, Big Boss. Oh, that's completely fine. Honestly, today, I'm really just gonna need just people to, if they're willing to, just listen, and that's it. But yeah, it's gonna be a short stream. It's not gonna be anything long. I'm not gonna be playing any games. We're gonna be doing MGS4 tomorrow, because I expect my voice to be back. You did want to share with people some stuff. Yeah, well, not even necessarily share it with people, but just have it solidified in a video. That will push me to get something else done. And then I'll put out the Discord message after. But essentially, it's just going to be a bing, bang, bomb. You know what I'm trying to say, James? Nail some things I want to get done. Have the recap done. So that way I could be like, okay, I haven't looked at my recap yet. So, we'll look at that together. But more so, yeah, I made a PowerPoint to essentially get all the thoughts I think I've been thinking recently, right, onto one thing and present it. And then once I'm done with that, that'll be pretty much it. That's kind of the stream schedule. So I'm trying to do that, let's say, in like 30 minutes. And not in 30 minutes, in the span of 30 minutes. And then get off for the day, rest my voice, and hopefully we will be good for tomorrow. Because in the last 2 to 3 days, my voice has gotten significantly better. So thank you, doctors in medicine. And thank you, urgent care, for the guy that I went to urgent care, and the guy at the urgent care, like, this was like maybe, I think this was Tuesday. He kind of just spitballed what was going on, gave me shit, and ever since then it's been working. But, so let's get started. So yeah, so the reason I say recorded, by the way, too, is, as a side note, all the VODs since, I want to say MGS1, I figured out a way to export them to YouTube. So, I'm gonna put those in VOD, so that way, if anyone ever misses streams and say this shit gets deleted, we have now a location that stuff's there. So at least those streams until, like, whatever happens, they're there. I just have to put them up, I have to, whatever, change the titles and upload them. Or not upload them, but I guess publish them might be the better term. So that's gonna be cool. So at least all those memories of streams I'll forever be able to keep from the MGS at least playthroughs. And yeah, I think it's up to, let me see, and some Dead by Daylight streams, but I don't have to publish those, just more so the, well, everything since November 22nd. Okay, actually, never mind. MGS2. We don't have MGS1. Either way, we have that jazz. Oh, I'm sorry, no. We might have a little bit of I lied. We might have a little bit of MGS1. A little bit of MGS1. Point being, you get my point. Alright. Let's get the ball rolling. So real quick, I wanted to look at the recap because I wanted to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to put that there. And then in the Discord post, I'll just link to the video. So that way if anyone wants the info, they could watch it. And if they don't want the video, they don't have to watch it. Kind of a two birds, one stone. But before I do that, I just want to check. How's everyone? How's everyone? I haven't talked to anyone. Jose and James, I've of course talked to you guys because I never shut up. And I always have to check in with you guys. Because why wouldn't I? That's just, I'm always going to do that. But more so with everyone else, I'm hoping that they're at least good and everyone's or getting prepared. At least you guys are getting prepared for the holiday season. I'm off from work. I get off work Monday, right? I have no work Monday. It's going to be Christmas in, what, 3 days now? Isn't that insane to think about? How fast time flies? It's freaking insane. Okay, cool. So first, recap. Wow. It's already Christmas. Already Christmas and a lot of crackers for Tekken. Jose. I've been seeing all that stuff. And that shit is crazy. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to do first? Yeah, so we're going to do recap first. But there was something I wanted to pull up that I had. And I already forgot what it was. What was I going to do? Shit. What were we talking about? Christmas. Oh, yeah, Christmas is crazy. I wrapped everyone's gifts. I have some gifts on the side, you could tell. What's up, Yuka? And, I don't, for those who know, I got Sabrina like a giant rat, and I wrapped it. And I'm not even kidding. Like, my wrapping jobs are horrendous. Like, like, you see that, how, like, see the shit sticking out? Like, look how bad that is. It's terrible. Oh, but this side's pretty clean. Tell me that's not, like, that's pretty relatively clean. It was my second wrap ever. The other one, someone already opened. Yeah, I know I'm good. I have laryngitis. But, like, right? Like, I don't think I did that bad. Oh, no, not bad. That was my best package. This is the one that was bad. It's, the worst part is this, it's a completely normal box. Look how bad that is, dude. I even ripped the sides. It's not even or symmetrical, man. But, everyone else I kind of nailed. I wrapped the rat pretty successfully. I'll get into, I'll get into Fran later. I want to save it for special. So, but first, I want to go over the recap for, I guess, we have a creator recap and a viewer recap, I guess, because of the streaming stuff. Okay, I didn't want to even see it yet, but whatever. I wanted to go over it with you guys because, obviously, this isn't really my recap, it's our recap. So I thought it'd be cool. And essentially get through that, and then the viewer stuff, because I haven't seen my own shit yet, and then the PowerPoint. And, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. So, apparently, hours watched, 1.3K is actually pretty insane. 117 streams. You gotta imagine how many I missed. And 39 clips. That's pretty nice. I'd say 1.3K hours is pretty insane. And the fact that I streamed 117 streams out of, what, a year? That's like 1/3, right? About? I'd say we cooked. What's up, Dan? I'd say we cooked. 13 viewers. All right, we fell off. That's fine. I don't need to see this. That's pretty cool. Now, what number would this be? Because I'm not going to lie to you, this is throwing me off. Is that 40? Is that 40,580 chat sent? That's actually freaking insane. Right? That's 40,580? That's freaking insane. We might, I don't know if we're competing with Amaranth, but we're definitely competing with some of those girl streamers. Holy shit. Wait, that actually is insane. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't even see how many of you guys sent individually, but it's 1,000 plus. But that, yeah, in a year, that's pretty insane. Top 5 categories, just chatting. Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil 4 and 6, and Tekken 6. All right, fair enough. My top, what does it mean by top 5 categories? Where I get the most views? Do people only really watch me when I talk and then they leave when I play? They hate to see me go, but they love to watch me walk away. Dead by Daylight kind of makes sense, because that's probably one of the most streamed games, right? Where there's supposed to be 6 and I couldn't make it to 6? What the frick? We love the yapping. True, right? Oh, yeah, we'll get into also the sickness stuff, because I missed a lot of streams. I guess I gotta have to give tea on that. But, But yeah, okay. But top 10%, that's pretty nice, and I guess top 10% for Tekken 6 is fair. I mean, these should be top 10%. I don't know how many people stream these games anymore. You know what I mean? Like, whenever we go in, these are pretty low category games. Resident Evil 4, those high. I know Dead by Daylight's high. Your top 3 tags are English, Bubba, and Chill. So, okay. English is like, alright, these are, that's just kind of dumb. Bubba is cool, but English, really? Your emotes are beautiful. I'm glad these are the most used emotes. Then I'm glad you could also tell that I clearly can't do anything related to Photoshop, where you can see the white specks for the capybara, but what is it? So the Hasbula one is the most used. Liquid Pog, apparently? Are these the most used in my chat, I assume? Or are these the most used emotes in general? I'm assuming these are in my chat. I don't know why there's a star. Okay, there's just stars everywhere. Footpog's the least. All right, no, that's not bad. I'll take it. That's funny, though. I love that I scroll down, I just see him frustrated. That's so stupid. Bonus achievements, money raised for charity. Yeah, we donated money for charity. That's awesome. I'll take the $59. Better than $0. Am I right or am I wrong? 149,801 channel points spent. That's also pretty insane. New followers, 45. New subscribers, 3. And played all kinds of co-op. Raids received 6. Okay. Your loudest... Oh, our loudest fans. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, so these... I'm assuming these are like the top chatters. So basically everyone here. Wait, I see Jose, James, Dex, Tyler, Noel. Noel was barely here. So that's how you know no one's... That's how you know this chat's falling apart. Noel's been barely here and he's taking top chatter spot. Ambrose... Tepsu, Yuka, and Spider Chunks with the rare times they come in. I'm surprised I don't see Jaden, but maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I think Jaden's in this chat a lot, but maybe Jaden's not in chats as much as I thought. That's what I get for not chatting. Well, in all fairness, Dan, right? You were barely in, but that it is over the year. You know what I mean? You were cooking in the last quarter. Yeah, James on the bottom left. Yeah, I don't know if this goes by order. I don't think it does. I think it's just in general, just the top. I didn't know you could have a profile picture on here. Yeah. Yeah, well, now you know. And Yuka chose not to do any, so it's funny to see. Oh, no, that's awesome. And that's it. All right, so that was I guess our recap. But no, I think the thing I'm most shocked by is for all the streams I missed, we still hit a third of the year, which is insane because I feel like I don't do that many streams. But also, the chat send is insane. Not even the hours watched. I was expecting this to be low because we don't really... I don't cook like I used to. But the chats are insane. They also rounded it up for me, which is very nice when they put it here. So now I can say I got, what is it, 200 more? Or 20 more than I actually did. But, and then let me see my viewer one. So this is just me watching. So I've watched as much as I've streamed, which I don't know if that's healthy. And clearly, I need to stop using... I need to get off my computer more because I think I've only missed 8 days of the year on Twitch. Holy shit. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe that's not something I want to show. I'm surprised Football is the least used. I use it in every stream. I think it's more so just used in the chat. Not necessarily the emote used in other streams. Or I don't know. I don't really know how they track shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that's 8 days missed, right? I think that's when I was on vacation. And I had no, like, Wi-Fi. That's not... Okay. You couldn't get enough of these categories. COD makes sense because I watched Comp COD. Just Chatting. I don't know who I watched in Just Chatting. Maybe NMP LOL. BattleBit, Counter-Strike, Dead by Daylight makes sense. I'd watch those a lot for, like, the rewards and stuff. And got emotional for these top emotes. It's my LeBack shots. What? I use that. So these are, I think, the emotes I've used in other chats. I think. Or maybe these are... I'm not sure. But that is funny. I'm going to assume these are the ones I've used in other chats. The capybara makes sense. All of these make sense. The LeBack shots being 16 times. I'm trying to think of the context of where I spam that. Yeah, I'm not a chatter. 197 chats sent. I'm assuming that's for, like, friends and such. I don't really chat in a lot of the big streams, so I'm assuming, like, Tepsu, things like, maybe Jaden stream, stuff like that. Bonus achievements, top Twitcher category champion and chatty chatter. What do these mean? What is it in my Twitch recap? Oh, okay. This is qualification criteria. Okay. I don't really care for that. Viewer recap. Creator recap. Is there a thing? Did I skip it? Oh, never mind. Wait. What are the bonus achievements seen in the viewer recap? Is this the one? Yeah. Top Twitcher. As one of our most engaged users, you qualified for the recap chat badge. Okay. That's cool. Category champion. You were in the top 10% of at least one category by hours watched during the eligible window of activity. Okay, that just tells me I have no life and I'm watching Twitch. What was the last one? Chatty Chatter? You were in the top 50% of users by chat messages sent during the eligible... Okay, so that doesn't really mean anything. That's like if you just simply chatted in Twitch, you'll make top 50%. I don't get what that means. But yeah. Chat badge unlocked. All right. I don't really care. You kept coming back for these communities. Call of Duty makes sense. NMP LOL makes sense. Scump also makes sense. Call of Duty. OniPixel. I started watching OniPixel near the end of the year, so the fact I have 70 hours on that is insane. On him is insane. And then Miskiff. That makes sense because I watch him a lot at the start of the year. Thank you for playing. Celebrate with the limited time global emote goat emoji. Okay, cool. No, all right, cool. No, all right, that makes sense. The little back shot's is funny. OniPixel's shocking because, again, I started watching towards the end of the year, so the fact that when I get into CSGO, like in September, I want to say August, September, so that means I must have been watching him since then. Pretty insane. We're not going to go over community. I think that's just for all the Twitch stuff, if I'm correct, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know why that just started me on the bottom. Is it because I clicked on the bottom? Yeah, this is just, I think, I'm not surprised the most used emote is Forsen. Alright, but cool. Oh yeah, this is what I heard about. I heard one of the top clips that people were talking about for North America was Miskiff nearly dying, which was pretty funny. Top streamers, Kai, XQC, Tariq. This is just cool stuff, I guess, to see. Alright. But yeah, what are we gonna do? Alright, yeah, that's it for the recap. I think that's pretty cool to see. We saw some Pogger shit, I guess. I'm gonna pull that off. I'm gonna pull up the PowerPoint, drink some water, and we're gonna go through that. And again, the reason I'm doing this is just to get this in a recording, so that way I have it, and we're done, and we can move on, right? A lot of questions answered that I feel like even myself I wasn't answering. And I wanted to get it done in 30, but we took more in the recap than I thought. Alright. Alright, Poggers in my Valentino white bag. Okay, so I didn't know what to title the PowerPoint, right? Or where I should be putting my head. But whatever. I'm very glad the VODs will be available. I've been wanting to rewatch streams for a bit. Yeah. I'll put the link to the channel for the VODs somewhere. I'll also be retitling some of the streams. I have to watch them and even figure out what order some things are because I didn't really organize them. I kind of just exported them. This one will be there too, just for, I guess, reference for people who aren't in stream if they want to see it. As well as maybe put in a timestamp. I should probably write this down as well on a list of things to do. Real quick. Give me 1 second. I've been making more lists. And maybe I'll put out the message tomorrow because I'm gonna, or nah, I can put it out tonight. Publish VODs. Send Discord message for those not in stream, and then put in the description, add VOD for PowerPoint, maybe timestamp as well. Though I don't know how long that will take, but I'll export it as soon as it's done. All right, cool. So, not serious. So just for context, right? I'm gonna just lower the music. The PowerPoint is not serious at all. Okay, it is and it isn't. It's more so. I feel like lately, just to encapsulate the purpose of the PowerPoint, right? Is lately there's been a lot of shit I've been saying, not really doing. I think I've been a hypocrite with a lot of stuff. Not in like a hypocrite like Hassan Abi saying like some weird shit online. I'm talking a hypocrite in a sense of there's a lot of things I said, oh, I'm going to stream this day, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And if you know me, I'm a man who is very wishy-washy, as well as doesn't really do what he says. So the PowerPoint kind of helped me put my, well, we'll get into it. But yeah, I didn't know what to title it, so I put Big Updates While Crazy. because I didn't know what to title it, but essentially, the point of the PowerPoint, because a lot of you are probably wondering, why the hell am I looking at PowerPoint? The whole point is, that's the whole thing. My thoughts go everywhere. I end up saying a bunch of shit that means nothing. So like this guy, see how he's trying to concentrate and get all his ideas in one spot? That's what I've been trying to do for a very long time, and I feel like this PowerPoint kind of just hits a bunch of the stuff relating to, like, why I'm ending in February. Why do I miss Fran all the time 24/7? Important questions that I think need answering. But yeah, I feel like the PowerPoint, as well as just in general the lists I've been making as well, are kind of getting shit done and condensed into an area rather than me kind of spitting it out. And for those, for example, for context, I've been telling people, or to give an example, I've been telling people, oh, there's a bunch of games I want to play, but I never made a list. I finally made a list. The list for those games is now 123 strong, and it's not finished. So, point being, there's a lot of stuff that I have that I say that I really needed to get on paper. So I thought a PowerPoint and then it being recorded, since there's a lot of stuff I need to talk about, we could get there. Also, second thing, sorry, I missed a lot of streams. I'm going to get into why I've been missing a lot of streams, because I feel like that's also a thing that people have been asking. Why don't you do this day? Why don't you do that day? I've been people DMing me. Mateo, I only come in during these times. What happened to you not streaming as much? Like, some people still do not know, which might shock some of you guys. Some people don't come to stream simply because the time is now, like, I used to stream, you know, like for 4 or 5 hours. They can't show up. So by the time I end in 2 hours, they would show up at like 3 or 4. Some of them didn't know that I only stream 2 hours now, which is baffling because you could check the VODs, but then maybe the VODs aren't good. I don't know. Some bullshit. But point being, I'm sorry for missing the streams. I'm going to explain why I've been missing the streams. Some of it I think is pretty self-explanatory. I've been sick. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that fatty of a thing. Maybe I should put that top right. Whatever. Or hide the chat for the PowerPoint. Just so the jazz is there. But yeah, but that's just what I'm saying. I'm sorry for missing streams. You're probably wondering why I've been missing streams, or in general, and I'm talking since, like, I don't even know, maybe the start of this year. I 3 reasons. Yeah, if you noticed, I took a giant PNG of a question mark. I don't know why I didn't just put the question mark here, but follow through with this. I kind of made this very last second. But you're probably wondering why I've been missing a lot of streams. So number 1, work has been busy. If you guys know, I've been working my ass off at work. I've been working a lot of extra hours, especially in the months of September to, well, I guess now. And because of that, I've had to not only shorten streams, where, like, now we've been doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, when I used to do, like, 5 hours, like, almost every day, every weekday. But even more than that, I've just been missing a lot of streams. Even, like, if we look at the past streams, I haven't streamed any day. I don't think I've streamed in a Thursday in a long time. Right? Like, that day is basically non-existent now. But that's just because work has been busy. But it's been worth it, and I have good news to share, at least on that. While work has been busy, I've been, I told James this. James, you already know this shit. But I got a really big bonus. I can't say the number because obviously that's just not appropriate. But know that it's big. And on top of that, I got told from my boss that not only am I getting a bonus, I'm getting a raise. And the raise is also a fatty as well. So, I was being told from my coworker that the point being, in a year and a half, where I'm at is very, so that's awesome. So just know that even though I've been busy, that's been paying off. We'd be making bread. And thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. As my boy shot, I appreciate the gas. But that's one reason I've been missing streams. I'm just putting in a lot of work. My mind's been on other stuff. You know what I mean? So, and it sucks because I love streaming, but that's just the truth. It's been on other stuff. Number 2. And you can tell from my voice, I got sick bad. I got back-to-back sick, but and thank you, by the way, I appreciate that you guys, yeah, we should go out as a treat. We actually should do something for a celebration for it. It'd be super cool. But yeah, no, it's good news. It is good news. But this is bad news. I got sick bad. Since Tuesday of last week, I found out, I had laryngitis. Or not since Tuesday. I found out, actually, well, yeah, Tuesday I found out of this week that I have laryngitis, but I've had it since, like, last Tuesday. So a week plus, right? As well as, apparently, then I got an upper respiratory infection. I had to go to an urgent care, and they were like, yeah, man, like, this doctor, I was waiting there for 30 minutes. Doctor goes in for a minute, and he speed runs, and he goes, yeah, so basically you had laryngitis that led to an upper respiratory infection. You're going to need cough medicine. This should help you sleep. And then these antibiotics, which will get rid of the you're jazzed. And I'm like, okay, cool. And he gave me that in like a minute. So shout out to that guy. He was a freaking Chad. Even though I waited 30 minutes, he came in, wasted no time, got me out, and I'm getting better. The voice is taking time, but honestly, I've gotten laryngitis like once a year, so. That's the reason I've been missing streams. I simply could not talk. And even when I did, I probably shouldn't have. Even probably now, I probably shouldn't be talking. But I'm getting better rapidly, so I'm kind of banking on just not talking too much, but just getting through this and then, you know, cooking and good enough. But yeah, that's why I've been missing streams. And then last but not least, the final thing. My sleep schedule is so bad. I think there's a lot of streams I've even canceled in the past where my energy just wasn't there. And I think you guys understand that too, right? If you have like no energy, you're tired. I think I've napped through some stream times, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's been super bad. And I put this picture of Dak Prescott for any of those who relate and even play fantasy, where you need him to step up and he freaking falls asleep. Or Cowboys fans as well. But point being, yeah, my sleep schedule is bad, so that's another wing. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite memes of football history. But yeah, so you're probably... another question, but yeah, that's why I've been missing streams. But now the next question, and a lot of you I've talked to about this with, a lot of you have been asking me, and I've given a lot of different answers of why are you ending streams? And even I didn't really have a good answer, but I tried to put, I gave people different answers every time is what I'm trying to say. If you know me, I tend to answer on impulse, right, of what I'm feeling on the top of the dome at the moment. I don't have shit written down. If I don't have it written down, you're getting a different answer each time. These are 100% the genuine reasons of why I was talking about wanting to end streams in February, and a lot of you know I've been talking about February end date, but we'll get into that as well. But I also put that into points. I forgot to delete this slide because I was just screwing around because I didn't know you could upload GIFs, and I had this one on the back burner just on my computer, just because Pokimane saying the N-word will always be funny to me. And if you guys don't know that, Pokimane has said the N-word multiple times. You should Google it. She has a compilation about it. And that one was just too good. But that's not why I'm ending streams. It's not because Pokimane's... has nothing to do with Pokimane or her cookies. That's just I forgot to delete that slide. I probably should have looked it over before I deleted it. Or, I'm sorry, before I edited anything. But whatever. You could even tell there's no transitions, I guess. But whatever. Number one, Father Time is no friend of mine. I'm not a snitch. Everyone, you could Google the video. She says, you ain't funny. But yeah, Father Time is no friend of mine. The reason I put this in is, if you guys know, the reason I'm ending streams is because I feel like I'm running out of time with a lot of things. So, time for two reasons. So, one reason I'm mentioning time is because, obviously, like what I mentioned with work, I've just been really busy, and I feel like I can't really put in the time I used to with streams. The second reason, I kind of just forgot with time, but I think it's more so that, I'm getting older, and I'm wondering, and a lot of questions I've been asking myself, and maybe you guys do this too, when you're doing stuff is this worth my time? And not saying, like, is it worth my time in a sense of, am I getting an output from it? But is it, like, should I be using my time for something else? Like, should I be coding? Should I be working on projects? You know, like God forbid, I lose my job or something. Should I be having a bunch of projects and putting that on my resume? Or should I be making stuff to help people? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, is my time going in the right place, and do I have enough of it to use for this? That's something that I've been thinking about, so I put that as one of the reasons. Time has just been killing me. Number two is my effort. And I put this gif of Carlton. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I think this is perfect where, if you notice, Carlton really put a lot of effort into that shot, and he blatantly missed, and that's how I feel like with my effort for streams. I feel like I've been shooting for the stars sometimes, but I never even remotely get close, and then it's just come to a point where now I'm just throwing complete blanks. You could even put in the picture of, I don't know if you guys know the picture of Nick Young. He shoots a three, he turns around, puts his hands up, and the ball goes in and out. That's what I've been feeling like with my effort. I feel like it hasn't been there. I feel like the effort I've been putting in to the quality of streams has been completely matching of what is usually me. But I just feel like compared to back then, I used to stream 5 hours a day, almost every day. And I would essentially, like, I would have a schedule. I would, like, cook. And I feel like I'm not able to do that anymore. So I don't like sometimes doing things if I feel like the effort's poor. And I feel like I've been giving not maybe 100%, right? So I just want to put that out there. But yeah. And then third, my goals have changed. I've talked about this a lot with people when people ask me, well, what were your goals when you started streaming? But yeah, my goals aren't the same. I didn't know what my goals were when I kind of changed my style of stuff. And when I got my job, I didn't know what to do with streaming, right? Like, I didn't know what its purpose was for me. When I originally started streaming, I had 3 goals. One, I wanted to conquer my social anxiety. And while that might sound stupid because you're really, right, like right now, I'm only talking to what I see as text. you guys could be saying any amount of slurs behind the screen, and that's not really going to help me with my social anxiety, but putting myself out there, it's helped me a lot. In terms of me understanding who I am, but doing that. No, Yuka, listen, I know you're saying slurs back there. That's not a debate. I'm just calling it out and saying it could be others, but now you're making me focus on you. I'm really just referencing Yuka with the slurs. Yeah. If you're saying that shit like it's poetry, James, you know what's funny? I don't think I've ever, maybe once, I don't know. Maybe James is a slur user, I don't know. We'll have to identify it one day. I'll have to do an anonymous poll and get how many people in chat are saying slurs and have them take it once. And if I see like a 50-50 pie chart, we'll have to talk about it. The second reason I started streaming is because, and I don't know if you guys know this, whenever I was a kid, I always wanted to be a content creator. As I got older, I used to watch like people like Vanos, just a bunch of content creators, and I was like, man, I want to be like that guy. That'd be freaking poggers. But we're not there. That was never gonna happen. And then I slipped that shit once on call at least. Oh yeah, no, Yuka. I know you said it once, but you're not okay. Unironically, you're not a slur user. All right, I don't like not to go on a whole thing of slurs and to go off the topic of the PowerPoint. I'll reiterate the 3 points, but I don't actually think you're a slur user. I don't think anyone here is a slur user. If you'd like to come out and talk about it, feel free. I'm not going to acknowledge it, but feel free. First stream I visit in a minute. You're ending forever. Trav, Wavy, we will get to that. We will get to that, but I'll talk about that. But yeah, these are the 3 reasons why. It was the reasons I started streaming in general, or these were my goals, is I wanted to conquer my social anxiety. I wanted to, shit, I already forgot what I was saying, dog. I had this shit, like, on lock. I wanted to, oh yeah, content creator, content connoisseur. I wanted to try that myself, and I guess kind of test and see, like, you know, like, what would I do? Would I have fun with this? Blah, blah, blah. And then third is, and this is the honest to dead truth, and I've said this one as well to people, I just was lonely. At the time, I didn't have anything to do, no one to really hang out with, so I kind of did my thing. There was like a weird time in my life where, like, don't get me wrong, I had amazing friends. It's just, I didn't feel like I had people. Does that make sense? So I felt like streaming would kind of fill that void. I'd stream, maybe I'd meet people. If not, I'd just stream to myself and test it out. So even if it didn't hit all 3 goals, it hit one, 2, or 3. But whatever. But now my goals, don't have those same goals. You know what I mean? Like, my goals have changed. So those are the 3 reasons why I've been, sorry, Pokemon, why I've been considering and talking about ending streams in February. Right? Like, basically, and I guess the last stream would be February 20-something. I don't know. I don't think February is going to end on that day. But you know what I mean? The last week of February is essentially that was my original, and maybe still is my goal. And I'll explain why I'm saying maybe. But you're probably wondering the next question, well, so Mateo, you're ending stream, so do you hate it? Like, what happened? Do you lose the flow? Do you not cook anymore? Are you a baby back bitch? And that's actually quite the, okay, whoever said baby back bitch is a little rude. And I would like an apology, whoever was thinking that. That's a little too far. Maybe that was also Yuka. But, I don't hate streaming at all. In fact, lately, I've been loving streaming. And, I have, again, I'm going to go through this quickly, but 3 reasons of why I've actually been loving streaming. By the way, probably one of my favorite slides I made, because this was, again, off the dome ski. I love streaming because it's been helping me grow, and it's helped me grow as a person significantly. Like I said, I feel like I've been able, even with my awkwardness with people, I've been able to socialize so fine. And I feel like the only reason I'm able to do that is because I've met, not only I feel like my friend group's been pretty, like, maybe the most solid it's ever been. Like, I've met such amazing people. I guess that's it. I have solid friends, and I've met such amazing people that have allowed me to put myself out there, and they weren't judgmental. So I've been able to cook with that shit. So that's why I put the picture of Homelander. But I do realize now that Homelander looks right down at this beautiful picture. But in general, I never used to even be comfortable taking pictures of myself. But now I feel like it's funny. I feel comfortable doing that kind of shit. And I feel like a lot of that has been because of streaming. Because I've been able to almost like have like an area of output to source myself and do my thing. And that leads to the second slide, I guess, also, that I love the community. I've met such amazing people from streaming that, and even recently, I've met even more amazing people from streaming and the reason I put a picture of Footpog is because if you guys don't know the context of this, I actually had someone make this for me for free. They didn't even ask for any money. No credit. It was the real Foot, just to be clear. That was the person's name, is the real _Foot. They used to have a different name before that. But point being, I've met such amazing people, and I've had such supportive, like, friends that it's like, I love it. the real GOAT. Yeah, he's the real more like the real. I completely agree. And even like Tepsu, for example, has tried to help me with things both on and off of stream. So you cannot find a better group of people than what is here. In both on Twitch and both here. Maybe not all of Twitch. Side note, just because I usually do, you know, whatever. I usually cook for a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard about the Lydia Violet situation. Not everyone's good on Twitch. A lot of people are weirdos, but I think here we don't have that many weirdos, and we sent them away. So, but I do love the community overall. It's amazing. Like, I think the people we have here are awesome, and they're the reason why I even like streaming in the first place. But overall, just the final point, kind of like a dull point. Man, I could have probably said this before. Just overall, I've been enjoying it. I think the new method I've been doing of just streaming the games I want to stream has been super fun. The Metal Gear series has been super fun. The Resident Evil series, I was enjoying the shit out of. But yeah, but what I'm trying to say is overall, everything about streaming I love, and I still love that. That's not gone. So you're then probably wondering, okay, Mateo, it seems like you still kind of like streaming. Why stop if you like it? Right? Like, that's probably a big question. I've had people ask me that when I told them, yeah, I'm probably going to end in February just because of time and shit. And they're like, so why stop? Why are you going to stop it if you like it? And that was I'm not going to lie, that was a pretty good question. I don't know. I don't know why I wanted to stop. And I guess that's kind of the question I've been battling with recently. And I'm going to put this in a Discord post for the people who weren't there as well. But essentially, to stream or not to stream, that is the question I am battling with, right? Because I think before I had talks with some of my friends, they were kind of, I was pretty much on the side of not to stream. And I think no one was telling me not to stream. Yeah, John Port. I put up John Port because he was one of the people I called. And I was talking with, like, John, should I keep streaming? He actually called me, left me a voicemail. I haven't heard from him since. Let me know if you guys have heard from him since. But, yeah, I've been battling with to stream or not to stream. That is a question. Also, something, if you guys read Shakespeare, it's literally one of his quotes. And that's what I've been trying to figure out is, should I continue streaming or should I not continue streaming? And again, the only person telling me not to stream was me. No one has been coming up and saying, Mateo, I really don't enjoy the streams. Mateo, you should stop. I think this is a waste of time. No one's been telling that but myself. Not even my parents. My parents know very little about streaming or what it does, or they've never seen a stream. And they're like, oh, Mateo, why end? It sounds like you were having fun. I'm like, these are my reasons. And he goes, okay, but my dad even said, like, okay, but, like, why don't you just figure it out? I'm like, you know, that's a pretty good point. Like, you know, I think of that. Freaking good point. All right, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't have an answer for that, but yeah. But what I do know is, like I showed you, I have 3 reasons for continuing streaming. But I think I kind of spoiled the slide, but we'll get to that one as well, because that one's going to be the banger. If I am to, so right now that's the question I'm battling with. I'm trying to figure out, should I keep streaming, should I not keep streaming? And this is a question for myself. Jose, shut up. I will get there when I get there. I really, that one I put maybe the most effort into it, which maybe wasn't really a lot in comparison, or maybe a lot in comparison to these other slides, but whatever. But if I'm going to, so I don't know if I'm going to end in February. At first I was kind of solidified. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to freaking end that shit in February. Let's start working on other stuff, and maybe it's time to grow from it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we did our part and we move on. But my mindset now that I've talked with people, I've even talked with some people that haven't even watched any of the streams, and they were giving good advice. And I didn't even bring it up. By the way, to be clear, I didn't even go out seeking this advice from anybody. People kind of like, I guess in the spur of the moment, talked to me and kind of helped me realize shit. Like, I didn't go to my dad and said, all I told him was like, he goes, oh, how's streaming? Like, I'm ending. And he goes, oh, why? You know what I mean? Like those, and then it just alluded to those conversations. Like, I didn't go out seeking from it, but it found its way to me. But yeah, that's what I've been battling with. The 3 things I wanted to say is, about this is, I already have my reasons for not streaming. I've always had those, and they're my own. However, if I do continue streaming past February, like if I continue, I would have to navigate these 3. I would have to navigate time, somehow find a way to keep some form of effort or up the quality to some degree, and have different goals, right? And I think you guys would agree, right? If you're going to do anything, right, you have to have a passion for it, but also you have to figure out a way to do it, right? So I was talking about it, or not to myself really, of like, if I do it, what am I going to do? So if I do continue streaming past February, and this is just, again, these are off the dome, but also kind of written down in notes. I would have to do less streams, like either Friday or Saturday or just Saturday and Sunday, and still be 2 hours, and that's it. So basically less. Would there be more spontaneous streams? Maybe. I don't know. But that's the only way I could think about it. Like, there's no way I could even do Thursdays anymore. Like, my work has become... I don't want to say work has become my life, but like I said, my mind's been on that, and I've been seeing people get help through my work. And I wish you guys could see it too. I wish that maybe one day I could show you guys how I've been helping people. But, yeah, like, I like, medically, like, I've been seeing people get help because they've been able to use these systems and help people organize and take their medicine and shit. And it's like, I maybe one day I could show you guys how it works and the cool stuff of it. But until then, it's like, just know that, like, that's what my mind's been focused on. But yeah, but if I do want to continue streaming, I just have to figure out a better schedule. I think Fridays and Saturdays would be fine. It's just I can't do Thursdays anymore, and spontaneous streams might not even be existent, which I don't think is bad, right? I don't think that's a bad thing. Effort. So I already took notes. I'm going to pull up this notes real quick on the side here. But the ways I wanted to increase effort were, right, people were asking for shit. And I was thinking, well, how can I increase effort in a way that might be better, where maybe I might not be able to put the time in, but maybe I could figure out something else, right? So number one is VODs and clips on YouTube. People have been asking for that, for VODs. I could easily do that now. I wanted to add an AITTS. I don't know if you guys know this, but that's been one of the projects I've been working on my own personally. For even something to do outside of work, it is the most difficult thing you could imagine. And some stuff, I was even looking into real-time AI voice changing. Way difficult stuff, but I'm figuring it out. And maybe one day we'll pull that up. But I was thinking of adding AITTS if we do continue. As like just something to, I guess, up the quality and like add some extra stuff to stream. And then the other thing I was thinking of, where we really don't have any emotes, right? So if I do it, I'm going to try to actually make an effort to add shit. But I was also thinking of doing more community stuff related to that. Like, I've been making, and this is not a brag, I'm not trying to be weird, but I've been making good money, and I've been wanting to give back to you guys so much. And I haven't even done, I've said this as well, I wanted to do just, even if it's one Christmas stream, just to give stuff back to you guys, and I haven't done that. I've been saying it, but I haven't done it. But I was thinking we could also even do community stuff of just, hey, can someone design an email? I'll give freaking 20 to 50 bucks. I don't even give a shit. But that's just at least a way of giving back. It's not even money that I've used. It's money I've had in my PayPal since, like, the beginning of time, since I've been streaming. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So, point being is, I have stuff to give back, and it really actually wouldn't even be a dent to the way I've been saving money. If you guys know this, I've only been spending 10% of my monthly paychecks, and actually significantly less than that. I would even say 5%. Only recently, because I got a bonus, I might have been a little crazy with some spending. I bought a giant rat for one of my siblings for you know, come on now, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe money were a little bit, but point being, that's something I'd like to do that I feel like would be an effort to the community. And the last thing I want to do is goals. I want to talk about goals, right? What would be the new goals for streaming? And that would be this list. I made a list of all the games I wanted to play through. I actually went over it with Jose and James. But yeah, and I feel like I could definitely play these on stream, but I think my new goal would just be trying to play all these games I've always wanted to play. And obviously this is an evolving list. So until I guess this list ends, I guess that's when I'd end stream, or I guess until something else occurs. But until then, that could be my new goal of just trying to get through these games and do, and I guess playthroughs of stuff. Oh yeah, and that's my notes for if streaming continues as well. But yeah, and I guess that would be the new goal. I guess keep cooking until this list is clean and see how much I can knock out. Some would be on my own time, some would be for stream. But yeah, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Have I just shown you guys also, real quick? I always wanted to play the Tomb Raider series. Did you know there's 12 entries to the Tomb Raider series? 12 entries, and that's because there's 3 different, like, freaking timelines. So I don't know if that one's gonna be on stream. That one, like, I might maybe do the final 3 on stream, or maybe whatever's, like, the most liked. But the other ones I might do on my own. But, like, I've had Half-Life, Portal, all this stuff. But yeah, point being, that's something I'm battling with. So I can't give you guys an answer on if I'm going to continue in February or not. And this is kind of my announcement of saying, I know I've been saying I'm going to end in February, but this is me solidifying and saying, I don't know. That's the truth. Most of the shit I don't know. Sometimes I say shit I don't know. If you guys know me, you know I never know. But, most likely what I'm thinking is before the last week of February, maybe by the new year. Actually, let's do that. Maybe not put too much pressure on myself, but maybe the first week of the new year, I can give a better answer as to if I'm going to continue or if I'm going to not. Or maybe give me more time. I'm going to take the month of January to figure out if we're going to continue or not, right? That's kind of what my plan is to be. It's just to take some time, figure it out. is the reasons to stream better than the reasons to not stream? Are my reasons to not stream, is there a way I can fit a schedule where I can still do the things I want to do, where I can, you know, put time and effort into other things as well as still stream? Point being, that's just what I want to say. Now, that's it for... That is also a joke, but who knows? Maybe it's not. But point being, I do miss her. And I also put this picture. If you guys have you guys ever watched The Nanny? I think that's what the show was called. That's Fran. She's a beautiful woman, a very beautiful voice. I think she's from Jersey, but a perfect example, just like our Fran. But however, I will say this: if I ever met Fran IRL again, if I ever see her again, which is actually pretty likely, and if she ever said like, "Hey, would you want to go?" I would be like, "Yes." I wouldn't even let her finish her sentence. I would be like, "Yes, yes, ma'am." She's from Queens. Oh my gosh, I don't even know that, but she's pretty. Does that count? Fran the Nan. All right, but yeah, all right, that's pretty much it though. What else? No, I think that's it, guys. I'll allow it. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for letting me stumble. That is pretty funny though. I thought she's from New Jersey, but she doesn't even have a Jersey accent. All right, well, that goes to show you my knowledge on things in life, but that's why I love streaming, because you don't get these moments anywhere else. You don't see someone being so stupid that it confuses a woman blatantly from Queens for someone from Jersey. But she's very beautiful, so we allow it. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the stream. I tried to go for 30 minutes, 49 minutes. What can I say? I'm a professional shiller. We figure out a way to waste time by talking. But yeah, I'm going to get the, like I said, so I have this on my list, and so you guys see it as well, so you know I'm not, like, crazy. You know I'm not doing it. I'm going to work on, I guess it's kind of tiny, but it says publishing VODs and sending a Discord message for those who haven't been able to be in stream and to see the stuff, so they can, kind of get a gist of what's going on. But I will put out in the message as well that I'm not necessarily ending. I'm now in the midst of thinking about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Noel, you couldn't have gotten worse timing, because we are ending stream. It is a short stream. I'm going to go rest my voice. Tomorrow we'll do Metal Gear Solid 4. It's going to be our first day. Yeah, I appreciate that you're proud, and I appreciate, but yeah, I hope you guys are, I just want to say this, just one last thing. I'm very appreciative of you guys, like, more than you guys know. It's not even funny. And I'm even talking about for people who aren't even in here. Thank you, Noel. Noel, you were also in one of the, you'll maybe you could see it another time, but whatever. But regardless, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys and everything you guys have both done for me, both in stream and out of stream. And yeah, what was I gonna say? What else? I was gonna say something else, and it was like gonna be really profound and shit. But you know me, I'm not really good with my memory. No, I just want to say I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, the ones who even stayed here for about 50 minutes of me just talking, because I know it could be boring, so I appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys were willing to sit through it and allow me to explain things, and also willing to take my wishy-washiness with a lot of the stuff I say, and not, like, judge me for it, and, like, hold me, like, to, like, you know, like, shit on me for it, like, oh, this guy never, whatever. Like, I'm glad that you guys have been able to essentially, in a way, accept me, and I genuinely appreciate it. You guys are amazing. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to go rest my voice. I just want to let you guys know that I really do appreciate you guys and everything you do. And again, I wouldn't be having as much fun with streaming if it wasn't for you guys and stuff like that. Who's cutting onions? No one's cutting onions. It could be someone else. But I know, seriously, I do appreciate it. I mean that for both my friends and for people I've met through Twitch that I consider my friends. But yeah, I'm going to go. Have a fantastic rest of your nights for most of you, maybe days. I had to think about that one for a second. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Can't end it without doing a Giga Chad face.